Video made at Rollideo.com. Creating a video is now extremely easy with Rollideo. Kasparian, a progressive political commentator, hates to be called a person with a uterus, as opposed to just being called a woman. Kasparian said in a tweet, "I'm a woman. Please don't ever refer to me as a person with a uterus, birthing person, or person who menstruates." How do people not realize how degrading this is? You can support the transgender community without doing this shit. Kasparian's take on the subject triggered a full-blown meltdown on Twitter. "What's a cis white birther like you doing thinking you still have a place on the oppression totem pole? You're an oppressor, own your responsibility and privilege," one user wrote. Let's see some comments on Reddit. "Those actually sound like terms that someone might use to degrade a woman. It's like people who call women baby factory." Her point is valid. I have no problem referring to people with those terms if they prefer it, but me? I'm a woman. Man, I just had a 3-day suspension for spreading hate, because I said they're called women. Or female. And I'll say it again. This birthing persons and people with uteruses are just called women or female. Wait, people use those words? If you do, you just sound like a creep. The White House's 2022 fiscal year budget replaced the word mothers with birthing people in a section about public health funding. This is language coming from the top of the party. And yet people still try to pretend that this is just some tiny irrelevant group of people complaining. In reality, as you point out, it's fully entrenched in all kinds of very powerful institutions. The videos and brochures that the hospital provided to us when we had our daughter in August included birthing person and chest feeding. It's not just in a clinical setting. Luckily, the nurses and docs ignored all that language. I love how I'm supposed to keep track of everyone's personal preferences. And if I don't, I'm some kind of monster. Well, clearly you're a bigot. Twitter will try their hardest to dox you and get you fired. It's 2023. If you have different opinions than us, we will try to ruin your life. As a trans person, I agree with her. 99% of people with uteruses are women, who identify as women. I'm female to male transgender. I know I'm a minority group, and I don't expect the majority of people to conform to trans ideology. That expectation is doing more harm than good. Nobody cares or cared that much, until they went after schools and kids. That was the unspoken line everyone knew not to cross. Now Mama and Papa Bears are pissed off and everyone is all shocked. Saying birthing person or person who menstruates is inherently dehumanizing, I imagine is the issue. So often we get caught up in labels because of statistics. This is a human issue, and by labeling it so specifically and graphically, you're deteriorating a human issue. I genuinely don't understand why saying biological women for that matter is not proper. It encompasses everyone with a uterus. Now she is getting the JK Rowling's treatment from her own mob. I think we need to be more inclusive and call them baby machines. Actually, all this stupid shit could be resolved by agreeing that trans women are not women, but trans women, which they are. You can still accept them, support them, not discriminate against them. It's not as if there was any debate around whether they should be regarded as woman or trans woman. Simply the memo came down that whoever thinks they should be accepted as trans woman, a separate group, are automatically trolls. Every single time I ask a cis woman who hates people with a uterus or pregnant people what term she wants instead if she finds those dehumanizing, they invariably always reply, "Just say women." Surely she must realize that isn't an acceptable alternative here, though, because she is typically pretty trans inclusive from what I've seen. So I really wonder what she's trying to say here, and what she wants. I'd love someone to ask Anna what her alternative is. It would either make her think, and engage her in real discussion. Or it would force her to show her true colors, if she really does just want us to say women. I love how the final form of feminism is about denying the existence of a real woman. Video made at Rollideo.com. Rollideo is a super easy tool to automatically create videos with auto-generated voiceovers and the exact subtitles. Thanks for watching.